Oh, well, what's going on there, YouTube? You know, I wasn't ready to wake up and see this morning. See all this white stuff on the ground here? I was not ready for that because if you see over here, my little scrap board pile I got going on over here. That means this stuff's going to be all froze to the ground. And I really don't feel like excavating scrap metal out of my yard in the dead of winter time. I was going to actually try to take yesterday off and actually it looks like a death wish waiting to happen walking through back there, so we're not going to do that. But anyway, as I was saying, I was going to try to take some of the stuff in yesterday. I was going to try to get the day off work and take this stuff in because, you know, I was kind of looking for a break, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I went in. But anyway, I'm kind of thinking I might drag this 111 into the tarp building here, and I might just take it apart to see what's inside and see if there's anything salvageable, because obviously I've got room now because that Yardworks machine is out of here and the little 145's in the other building. But I don't know, we can also try to see if maybe we can get this thing going one of these days. Little ET250. Little ET250 there. It's obviously my uncle had that since, well, my aunt, sorry, had that since it was brand new. It's been in the family. There's another video on that. But anyway, I got some mail in this week. I did get those parts from Dakota Toys, and I also got my truck parts that I had ordered. So maybe we'll go out and take a look at that since we're out here, and then we'll go from there. Here's what I got for the truck. These, well, they're actually the factory style headlights, but they are just like super dark. You can still see out of them pretty good, but I of course have HID headlights and whatnot in the HID bulbs, really. So it's basically a factory housing, but the inside's all black, and it's got a black lens on it too, so they're really dark. But I'll fire the truck up real quick here, and we can I'll show you guys what the lights look like. Of course, I need to do another cold start of my truck because we all know what it sounds like, but we'll start anyway, and I'll put the lights on. Basically, once the HIDs warm up, they do get really bright, but here we go. I think what I'm going to do, because I've had HID fog lights as well before, I'm going to get some new housings for the bottom because the one on the passenger side leaks. So, yeah. I didn't bother doing an install video because I kind of did it in the dark, and I was kind of, well, I was frustrated doing it, so I didn't bother making a video. But there are other videos obviously on YouTube of how to do that. So yeah, those look pretty sweet. I did find some white door handles for the truck too, so I should order those up and they'll come here in a couple weeks time. Maybe we'll actually get a chance to put them on. Anyway, you guys that got me on Instagram and whatnot, you already know what's been going on around here, because I do post on Instagram quite frequently, so, well, sometimes I do anyway. Anyway, let's go up and these tractor parts real quick. I didn't do an unboxing with the parts and whatnot because I didn't really get anything too interesting, so I just figured I'd show you what I got when I made the video how to do the how-to stuff. But anyway, for that, I got the parts for the John Deere 60. I actually figured it's a true scale John Deere 60 that I'm working on here. And I got some parts for that combine, but I ordered the decals, a cab top, auger, and the wheels for the combine there, but I stuck the decals on and the cab roof on. This is the wrong auger for this. There's an earlier Titan 2 combine, so you gotta watch when you're ordering these parts, because there's the older 6620, which is a 2-wheel drive, and that's got the chain driven headers on it. That's actually a very vintage toy, and I wouldn't mind having one. I've got half the parts to put together now, so these wheels also belong to that older combine as well, because these ones are supposed to have a little bit more aggressive tread on them. But Nick at Dolly's Farm Toys there, he had a set of tires he's going to do a little bit of a custom on it, so I might take this back down the next time I go down. Maybe if I get a chance on Christmas holidays, if I don't have to go in and plow roads during Christmas holidays, but you know, you won't know that till the snow flies. Anyway, the John Deere 60, I ended up drilling the rivet out of it, out of the front casting here, and I put the new pedestal in it, and then the rims were already on the tires and whatnot, so stuck the steering wheel on it, and so nothing really too major there. I put the exhaust pipe in it, just drilled a hole for that, but there's nothing you guys haven't seen before, so once I get a rivet for that, then I'll put the paint on it. Of course, there's the decals there. And speaking of decals, I put a picture on Instagram. I don't think I ever put it on YouTube. I did put the decals on the little McCormick Deere W4. So she looks super fantastic. I did put the new front tires on that it's supposed to have on it, because Nick, when he gave me the kit, didn't have these tires in stock. So the one he's got on his display unit has larger rear tires too, so next time I go down there, you should have those in stock. Then I'll just exchange the tires with him, which is something we've already discussed and it's no big deal. Oh yeah, and that 1466 model kit I got last weekend, stuck that at the top shelf there, and someone was interested in buying that already, but I don't know, we'll see. If someone wants it really that bad, then you know, we can do business about it. That's basically it for in here, but obviously we're looking a little bit empty there ever since I sold those other 4 tractors to David there a couple weeks ago, but that's alright. You know, that's the name of the game. I've kind of been looking to, I don't know if it's really called downsizing or if it's just called changing it up. I don't really know what to call it, because I've sold stuff but I brought more stuff home, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go out in the shop and we'll tinker around with a little 111 here for a bit, I guess, and then we'll go from there. Okay, well, I dragged the little 111 in the shop here. As you can see, we've got snow covered on it now, but I think what I'm going to do, pull the hood off. Somebody might want that, and then I'll pull the motor out of it, and I'll pull this little mount off here, and maybe pull the tin off, and I'll hang on to it for a little bit, and if anybody wants it, then you know, make me an offer on it, and if not, then I'll take it to the scrapyard. So got the tripod out here with me, so I'll set you guys up in tripod and you guys can watch me go at it. Alright, well, I've already pulled the battery out of it, and I put that in the battery pod. I got kind of poking around in there. You guys remember that the Yardworks machine I was having a hard time finding that 5-pin switch for? I ended up going to John Deere just to get it. Well, this one's got the same switch in it, so there you go. Anyway, to get this hood off here, you just pull these 2 springs off, like so. And the whole mount, and the hood comes right out, just like that. Pulling whole light's probably that simple, eh? Okay, now you guys can kind of get a better look at that Briggs & Stratton motor engine that's in there, or motor rather, motor engine. But like I said, I believe it told me that it was locked up, because there is no rear end in it. Under the poking around, there's no rear end or nothing, so just basically here. Take these springs off here. I don't know if I can get it on camera. Take those off there, and then the hood comes off. I'm going to pull the gas tank off here, then I'm going to try to pull the motor out. So we'll go from there. I pulled the seat pan off, the fuel tank, a couple of little things. Now I'll bring you guys up here a little closer and hope I can still get the shot. Maybe I'll adjust you guys up here a little bit. Just bear with me. Pulled this top cover off the motor here. I want to see if you're locked up or not. No, we're not locked up. We do have movement. But if it's like this, that Simplicity tractor, you guys might remember in the last weekend's video there, the crankshaft turns if the piston stays still. So I might just pull that spark plug out and we'll see what's inside. I cracked that spark plug loose. I don't know if I'll even be able to sit in there, but that's just left of the plug on the inside. I don't even know if I can even see in there. I have to grab my phone and try to use a flashlight. Try the flashlight on the phone here. Alright. Yep, that's the same deal. Flywheel turns, piston stays still. Well, that motor's done, so I guess it's all junk now. So you guys want any 111 parts, speak now. Well, it's getting a little chilly out in the little carport there. It's going on for 3 o'clock, so I think we're going Well, that's a little bit more better, fellas. Anyway, did you guys know if I quit drinking Tim Hortons coffee, they'd have to lay a guy off? I like to pay someone a salary there. Anyway, we're back in the carport here. I got the 111 on its side here. Started to pull the engine bolts out. I got to pull that pulley assembly off and whatnot down there and snip a few lines, and the motor should drop right out. I busted the treble light out too, just in case it gets dark out here, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm gonna go back at this and we'll keep you guys posted. Well, I'm gonna try to show you guys a little trick here, and hopefully I can get it on camera without blocking the shot too much. Maybe we'll come around this side. Now you guys will see when you try to crack that bolt on that pulley, because there's nothing stopping the crankshaft from turning because the connecting rod is broken. You guys will see the flywheel spins. I already cracked the bolts. It's not the best of examples. What you can do, you take yourself a pry bar, and since this motor is junk anyway, you're taking a wedge in the flywheel teeth where your starter goes into, and you can back that bolt out just like that. So that stops things from turning, and you'll be able to get things apart. I wouldn't suggest doing this on a motor you're going to plan on running again, but give you guys a good tip anyway. So now I'm going to have to get that pulley out of there one way or another. I can just beat it off with a hammer or something or other, but I do have a puller set in the shed there. So anyway, we'll keep at it. I've got it just about out now. Got that little pulley assembly off there. I really just pried it off with the pry bar and kind of give it a few little taps with the hammer. But that just basically drives your seats up anyway, but basically just drives your mower deck. That's basically scrap metal. So alright, I got the 4 bolts out of the motor. I cut the wiring, just the battery cables and a couple of little wires. I snipped the throttle cable. 4 bolts are out, so it should come right the heck out of there. Just like that. Oh, you notice that too? I'm leaking oil at the air cleaner. Oh, that's a first. Paul also has this magnet on the side of it. It was kind of neat. I've seen these before. It says on there, if you guys can read it, God didn't make everything green and yellow just the best. And there you go. I might keep that and stick that on my toolbox. Well, we're starting to lose daylight up here in the tundra, as Ronnie Vidman 008 used to call it. I haven't heard much out of Ron lately, so if you still got my email address, send me a message. Anyway, I got the bolts loose on the fenders back there. I think I got to take some more of this shielding off up here, the dash, steering wheel, and whatnot. But that's another video, because it's getting kind of dark to record now. But I also want to thank you guys for watching, because my yearly goal for YouTube was to have 1,000 subscribers by January 1st, 2018. We're at 904 right now, I believe. And I need you guys' help to get to 1,000. So if you guys like the videos, please comment, rate, subscribe. Share the videos, helps out big time. If anyone's interested, send me a little piece of fan mail for the greatest farm toy collection on YouTube. There, the link to the PO box in the description box down below. And we will see you guys on the next video.